And I'm hoping whoever is responsible is hearing what we are saying. Don't start trouble when there is no trouble. Give the political parties, which I think they are a majority, the chance to present their cases, their information, their everything. Don't rush us. Part of the reason we've come to a point that there should be a bigger way of dealing with the matter. These who have been in charge can't investigate themselves. Yes. That's why we say there must be an open, clear investigation done by the, what did you say?
Commission of Inquiry.
Commission of Inquiry. It is us. Our parties are not having what they voted for. For an example, there's something they call, I don't know what it is called. Some say it's the machines crashed. There are no machines that crashed. Yeah. The machines were being done things as wrong. We know, we are going to present that. We are going to present that. Nobody must rush us. Yes. And if they were doing anything for us, for our country, then they must listen to us. No rush. No rush.
Zuma factor. Zuma was a factor in this election, and the same as the formation of Umkhonto weSizwe, and we knew that. And we did not talk out of turn about Zuma. We were exposing the untruths in the campaign that he was talking about, and also defending our own party and our own organization in terms of those untruths. We never underestimated Zuma. We knew that he will get support in Natal, in Mpumalanga and Gauteng. And that is why we put up a fight in relation to him and his party, and also mobilizing our people. And you all saw us on the ground. And you even did mention the fact that the ANC is spending a lot of time and money in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng, because you yourselves, you knew that we had been challenged in these two provinces heavily. Also because Gauteng, we won it, but not convincingly even last time. We just ended at 50%. So, and also because these two provinces constituted the biggest populace in relation to the election. And so our challenge was there. And we spent a lot of time and resources in terms of this campaign, working very hard to convince the people. And of course, there were big challenges on the ground.
Thombeni uyaphileka baba?
Hayi kahle kakhulu.
Hayi siyanamukela. Selifikile lelo suku.
Noma kanjani? Aniphethe umfundisi. Salomngelo kahle umfundisi.
Yaphila za.
Hayi strong. Hayi siyaphila. Ngiyaphila belo 40 states.
The president remains president and until a new president is sworn in at the inauguration. There's going to be a parliamentary process that swears in members of parliament and then elect a president of the republic. That process is the parliamentary system is determined by the Chief Justice. When members and members of parliament are sworn in by the Chief Justice as the oath of allegiance to the republic, after that they elect a president of the country. That president becomes president-elect, but the president remains until the president-elect is sworn in on the inauguration day. We will announce the date of the inauguration. Ministers, on the day a new president is sworn in, minister stops being ministers. Then the new president will then announce his or her own cabinet.
Performing pretty well. I think we are obviously the underdogs. No one had any faith in us. And I think we are showing some signs of proving some people wrong.
And it looks like you guys are going to take the premiership of KZN. Am I right or wrong?
Listen, we're aiming for 2/3 majority, so we're expecting premiership somewhere, anyway. So.
And MK will continue beyond this election.
Definitely,
right?
yes.
And you mentioned you guys are not going to go into any coalition. Can you just elaborate on that in terms of other provinces? Because I see you guys are also doing well in Mpumalanga. So if it comes to a coalition, will you guys go into a coalition with any party like the ATM, for example? And you guys have a good relationship with them as well.
Yeah, the coalition discussions we'll probably only start having after the results, because right now anything can happen, But when it comes to those discussions, we are looking to speak to black progressive parties like President Zuma indicated December 16th.
And your reaction to the haters, what would you say to them?
Well, would you censor me?
No, sorry, but what would you say to the haters who've been hating on you guys' party, calling it a stepchild?
Yeah, spaza shop, a Stockfell.
What would you say to them?
So we haven't given the haters any attention because we knew what we were trying to achieve, and they were just a distraction, So, I don't know. I've got nothing to say to them actually.
This is News Live SA.
Sense of these numbers, because these numbers is not really what we expected, and I think for us as a political party from day one we're really very bullish. We make no mistake, and I think bear in mind we're a 3.5-year-old political party that was never represented in the National Assembly before. Here's an opportunity for us for the first time to really go out there, and I think for me in particular, really coming from a trading background, really used to push our guys go out there and make sure that you market our party as much as we could. Under very difficult, really limited resources. But we used our resources quite effectively like we did in 2021. Remember in 2021, no one saw us coming. And this time around, obviously, coming to the national picture, going into 9 provinces, given the 3 years that we were given, we really boxed beyond our size, because we gave that impression, and that's really how human beings have got to really express themselves. But one thing that I think we missed seeing was the emergence of the MK party. It really obviously took all of us by surprise.
Axel Fu, why we know 100% the whole town is us. The votes, the ballot paper, there are no ballot papers in the box, but there is a report, and we know that we have won. It's not only that area. Basically, almost the entire province. In Bloemfontein, where we have support, out of 134,000, they say we have 890 votes. That is not the case.
Did you launch?
We're gonna prove that. Yes, we before 9, because we are consulting with lawyers. Before 9, we shall have lost everything. Our guys have gone to the police. affidavits all over. We can show you some boxes in a simple place.
I would like to see them, but also
let's show you.
The opportunity to raise disputes with the
No,
IEC.
we are raising them.
Are you raising
Before
them now?
9.
Were you not raising them during the process?
No. We've got we were collecting information throughout the.
Can we
this is
please
Kronstadt.
showing us? Okay.
This is Kronstadt. Look at it. We can send it to you.
Yes, please do.
But,
You're chasing him away.
He's sitting down.
Public in terms of instead of being behind closed doors, don't you think it's time for us as the public to know what are being discussed in these coalition talks?
Of course. I certainly would agree with you, and what I would suggest as a going forward. That's why I think Parliament is in some ways a very good space to meet, because in that space it's the space of transparency, and I can't hide my call. If you are going to create even a sense of a government of any national unity or any sense of national interests, as it were, let it be done publicly. Let the people get to know, and that's why Parliament is a space that's always transparent, because then you'll know what is fair, what is right. I think I agree with you. Some of the backdoor dealings have got their own problems, because you're talking money, you're talking all sorts of things. That's why I reiterate this point. Let there be a meeting in Parliament with leadership that ensures that we think for the 60 million, not for the narrow few.
I told them that I could smell you. I could smell you when I saw. How are you, my
I'm alright. How are you, Mr.
Very well.
It's good to see you.
I told them that I could smell that there's a Chief Justice here.
How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Lovely.
What's happening?
There's Zuma outside.
Yes, Zuma apart. Why did they close the door?
So the president is outside as he's speaking.
Yes, he's outside. So why they are closing the door? You can't wait for one man to speak there. It can't be. It's totally. We left our cars outside and it's raining. What is raining? A white boy, small boy, just closed the door, just like that. We South Africans are just watching at him. What do you call him? Zuma want to get inside. They don't want that. For what reason, we don't know.
The egg. How are you? The egg. Yeah. How are you? I'm good. I look for you in the I'm jumping like a tennis ball. My man, no, in the first you are rigging. My man. You were jumping like a tennis ball. And do it. That's not right. Stinging like a bee, about to sting. Yeah. And when I was about to sting, you and I rigged the results in the first thing. It's okay, don't worry. It's not big. I didn't know. What is it? Put a better way. There's no better way. There's no better way. No, I didn't need to. I looked for you. No, I can tell you every voting station, the result slips are different from the I was with you, I was there. I looked for you. I was looking for you. Why did you look for me? I only found you in Virginia. And I said, where is Gwen? And moved on. And I moved on. I couldn't find you anywhere. Hello, Ace. Congratulations. Well, London. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm going to go to a conference. Yeah. For us, yourself, MK, and everybody. Okay. Yeah, we can't split ourselves. We are still revolutionary. We don't split. Don't worry.
We are going to need the time. Nobody must declare tomorrow. No. If that happens, people will be provoking us because we know what we are talking about. We are not guessing. We know. And why should they rush to count? And I'm hoping whoever is responsible is hearing what we are saying. Don't start trouble when there is no trouble. Give the political parties, which I think they are a majority, the chance to present their cases, their information, their everything. Don't rush us. Part of the reason we've come to a point that there should be a bigger way of dealing with the matter. These who have been in charge can't investigate themselves. That's why we say there must be an open, clear, investigation done by the, what did you say?
Commission of Inquiry.
Commission of Inquiry. It is us. Our parties are not having what they voted for.
The people who were supporting President Zuma after 2019, I mean, when President Zuma was removed, they had no any other home because they didn't want Syrian. So they ended up coming to us, not coming in a form of taking membership. But when it came to voting, they said, well, amongst other these parties, the closest to what we want is the EFF. And then they went to vote for the EFF. That's why if you look at the number of the EFF, which shocked us, and it is now being explained by this. In 2019, we were just sitting and then we get 350,000 votes. We're like, In KwaZulu-Natal, Which ones from where now? What happened? What did we do? We were shocked by receiving numbers. We even told you this. We repeated it in public platform. We don't know where those numbers came from. Now there is an explanation. Those people were never ours. They were President Zuma's people. So it's good they found their home. They must relax in their home. There is absolutely no problem. We're fine. No, like this. This is us. We're complete now. SG. There is no borrowed vote. So that's what explains CD. There is nothing that you can say the EFF didn't do and all of that. Hey, maybe that's why they did not get people. We got our people, and people who had borrowed us our vote, their vote, found a new political home, and then they went there. Remember, they didn't want Ramaphosa. In the ANC, they lost. Then, when they went to the polls in the county, they didn't vote for him. They voted for the EFF. And then, when they went to arrest the old man, then it was a mess. A discussion which I had with President Ramaphosa. Or you can't do what you are doing. You are going to make him a hero. Because it's not explainable what you want to arrest him for. So, and July unrest should have told us that the man has got some support somewhere. and start treating him with care. But even after taking him out of jail, they still go on to harass him and all. None of them have gone to him to apologize.
Shahan, this is not a time to play games here, okay? We're talking about a volatile environment here, so let's not play games about violence. We're taking this is a very serious matter. We're saying that there is serious concern that is being brought by members of society to us, and as leaders, it's important that we air and share, those concerns with the rest of the members of civil society. So, and as you heard Muzi say, and that's our position, we're urging our members to not act in any way that is violent. We will continue to practice, a peaceful process in terms of our campaign and how we've been through today. And that's that. But we are raising these concerns and we are rejecting these, and we request a recount in the areas. And we've made it very clear in the letter that we sent to the CEO. That's it. So let's not create a narrative that Mkhonto Sizwe is, raging for violence. No, that's not true.